Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So it's Wednesday morning. Y'all see the topic, Kamala Harris. Let's talk about it. So I don't usually like to talk about, now I'll talk about it here on my platform, but I don't like to talk about it, like on the job, people be wanting you to talk about politics. Are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? Who you vote? I never bring those topics into my workplace and things of that nature. But, you know, people are saying, so many people, especially in my community, the black community, they're saying you need to vote for Kamala Harris because she would be the first African American woman president. And I'm just to a place in my life where I'm not going to vote for people based on their race. And I did that with President Obama. And I just don't want to do it anymore. And then people are saying, well, you should vote because people, fought and for our rights to have a vote. And I understood that they did fight for our rights to have the right to vote. But no one is it's not nothing mandatory that you have to do. Now everybody do what they want to do. People say vote for the lesser evil. Well, I don't see any lesser evil. And I'm not saying Donald Trump is a saint. He's not a favorite of mine either. And I think a lot of people, especially when you see people like Oprah and some of the other big people, wealthy people, they're saying they're voting for Kamala. And, I really believe a lot of people, because they hate Donald Trump so much, that they're going to support Kamala. It's not that they really care for her and want her, but because they despise Trump so bad, they're not going to give him their vote in public. Now, in private, you don't know what folk going to do. Because Trump is for the wealthy. He's not for the poor, in my belief. So the wealthy people, they do want to keep their money now. You know what I'm saying? People that now they may say in public, we voting for Kamala, but when they go behind them polls, baby, they know Trump probably gonna help them keep their money, and that's what they want to do. They don't want no laws to be passed to give their money to the poor. So you don't know what people gonna do behind the polls. And like I said, some people can dislike you so much that they'll support another party. But then it's only because they dislike the other one. But anyway, nevertheless, I cannot, as a Christian and as a believer in God, support someone that I know she's for same sex and all of that. And that's one reason. But one that really tugs at my heart is abortion. It's abortion. And it's at any level. It's not giving a woman a right. And people say, well, why would a woman get, raped, or what if a woman, something, happens like that? She should have the right. But these cases, the majority of the thousands of babies that's being aborted is not due to rape. It's not due to molestation. It's due to the fact that they went out and had fun and got, pregnant, and now they want to get rid of the child. It is unaliving of a child. And if y'all have seen the videos of how what they have to do in different stages to abort, extract a child, how can you support that and still say you're a Christian? And some people say, well, honey, they've been doing abortions for years. I don't care how long they've been aborting babies. It still don't make it right. It don't make it right. Do y'all understand the process of abortion? It stops the life of another human being. And I said it before and I said it again. We are going to give an account for all of these babies we done unalived. And it's basically in the black and brown community where most babies are unalive. And that seems like to me that's her only thing that she's promoting, that she's really going to do. She's really going to support unaliving babies. She's really going to support the same-sex marriage and things of that nature. But these babies, y'all need to look up the process of unaliving a baby at 3 months, 6 months, or sometimes there are babies that survive abortions. And look at what happens to the baby that survive abortions. They are being left without any assistance so that they can go ahead and pass. And Kamala said those things don't happen. They are happening. Y'all better do your research. Because the objective of the woman is what? To end the life of a child. So if that abortion is not successful, those doctors could be sued because they didn't make the abortion successful. And when the child survives an abortion, they are left unattended so they can pass. Let me tell you, it's a horrendous thing, y'all. I don't care if Kamala was purple, blue, it don't even matter, honey. Anybody that supports the unaliving of a child, I could never support them. Never, ever. And because our conscience is so seared, and because the love of man is so degraded, we don't even care about the life of a child. We don't. So do what you want. I'm not telling nobody to, do what you want. But let me tell you something. We're going to be held accountable in God's eye for the things that we support. We really are. So I just wanted to talk about this just a little bit this morning and briefly because so many folks have asked me, or they just assume I'm voting for Kamala because she's a black woman. And if the truth be told, y'all, and I know this ain't favorite, people don't like it, I like for men to lead. I like to see a man in a leadership role. Not saying that women can't lead, we can. But I really love seeing a man lead in a lot of positions, such as president, such as head of the house, in churches. I like to see that because that is the order of God. Not saying that women, cannot be a good leader, but there's certain things I like to see a man in leadership roles. But I don't care. I'm not voting for anybody based on their race. I'm just not going to do it anymore. And like I said, Donald Trump ain't my favorite either. And he got a lot of issues with him too. And I'm at this election has got people acting really weird. But because I have the principles of God, not just in this election, but in any election, the principles of God that's going to lead and guide me, that's what I'm going to do. And sometimes it might mean you don't vote for nobody. You continue to pray and trust God. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But like I said, to each his own, do whatever you want to do. You have a right to do that. But there's just some things that just grieve my heart to the core that I just can't be a part of. And I won't be a part of. Abortion is evil, honey. And Kamala, she supports it. One, she don't have any children. None at all. But it just grieves me to my heart. And people, they're not sensitive to it. They could care less. Oh, women, you just don't understand what goes in the process of an abortion, of unalive. And I want to say the M word, but my video might get taken down. The M-U-R-D, that word? I want to say that word, but because that's what it really is. It's a violent act against a child. Now, let me tell you, I don't care how the child got there. God is the giver of life. God is the giver of life. And I've always said there's a lot of things we could have been cured for. There could have been a cure for cancer. But guess what? We flushed it down the toilet. They could have been a cure for HIV. But guess what? We sucked it through a vacuum and we gave somebody a pill to take to dissolve it. Or we stuck a needle in the heart of that thing, of that child, and caused the heart to stop beating. So now you don't have a cure for a lot of disease. A lot of things, God put people in the earth to do miraculous things. And a lot of those things haven't been accomplished because, you know what? We decided that we wanted to end the life of a baby. Oh. So anyway, that's how I feel about the election and Miss Kamala. And Donald Trump, honey, he's a character all by himself. So anyway, y'all have a great Wednesday and be blessed.